Yeah, I hear you on the track.
Shout out, this a baby.
What's up, y'all? I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and the reason why I started the 1010 program is because I get it. Starting a business can be scary, it can be risky, and you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So with the 1010 program, I decided, you know what? Let's guarantee you success. Let's put you together with a one-on-one mentor. Let's give you unlimited leads, and let's guarantee you that you can get to at least 10 grand a month in contracts. So whether you're already in business or whether you haven't even gotten started yet, the 1010 program can work for you and assure you that you will grow at least by $10,000 per month in recurring commercial cleaning contracts. So if this sounds like something that you want to do, click that button below and go ahead and book a call with me. And listen, this is not like a franchise opportunity. These will be your accounts that you actually own, not some franchise middlemaning you. This is actually a guarantee. These will be your actual contracts.
Y'all ready to go?
This will be your actual business, okay? So click the button below and schedule your call, and let's see if we're a right fit for each other.
And here we go. Can y'all hear me?
We on.
Yep.
What's going on, John?
All right. All right. So how's your days going, guys?
So far, so good, man. Can't complain. Taking a little break real quick to jump on here with y'all.
All right. Awesome. We appreciate you taking the time. AJ may be on, but if not, I think we got it. I think we can handle it until he gets here. Sound good?
All good.
Okay. All right. So let's kind of start off. We'll start off with Brandon. We'll start off with you telling them who you are, and then we'll go to you, Tony, and then I'll come in and just start at. We'll kind of see what's on everybody's mind in reference to the 1010 program and what we can talk about today. If you guys had a topic that you may want to kind of touch on, or we can just kind of wing it and go from there. And hopefully the questions that comes in can kind of lead us, in the direction that we need to go in reference to talking about the 1010 program. So let's go. We'll go ahead and start with Brandon. Brandon, tell them who you are and how they can follow you and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. I am Brandon Orr. Same handle on Instagram. I am Brandon Orr. Over a decade of B2B sales experience and one of the 1010 coaches here at CBN. Man, I'm passionate about the industry, the entire facilities services space, and passionate about sales and looking to help wherever I can. Um, Man, just helping people to close deals, close more deals, sell better, improve their confidence when selling, improve their talk track and prospecting efforts. So anything around prospecting, sales, closing deals, negotiation, that's my passion. So happy to connect.
Awesome. All right, Tony, tell them who you are.
All right, my name's Tony Williams. I am a former cleaning business owner, CBN veteran, and now CBN consultant, coach. Also do leadership development coaching and speaking as well. But just here to help out. Share where I can share and add value as always.
Awesome, great guys. And I am Sherman Lewis. You can reach me at Sherman Lewis Official, and I'm also on any one of my websites. Which, if you go to Squeaky Clean, is one of the things that I own, which is a cleaning company. Also, Clean Success Academy and Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions. I consider myself a automations and systems kind of specialist. I know a little bit about some stuff, so I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to automations and systems. So that's kind of my expertise, my go-to thing that I bring to the table. But also a veteran of CBN, which would not be where I am without the knowledge that I learned in CBN. But what we're going to talk about today is the 1010 program, and I'll start with you, Tony. In reference to the 1010 program, with the experiences that you've had with the clients so far, how do you feel the 1010 program is benefiting them? And how do you feel that in turn can benefit others who aren't in the 1010 program and they're kind of thinking about, joining?
One thing that I'm seeing, man, that has been a benefit that I'm seeing in real time with the clients that I work with is just a consistent game plan, using a system that works. Anybody that's been following the CBN know that AJ's been giving out free game for years. I built my business off of a lot of the free resources that were available through CBN, through the YouTube channel, through the Facebook group, and all those things that we had going years ago. And now over the years, everything comes with growth, most of the time, if you're doing it the right way, as you grow, you mature, you learn more stuff. And he's been able to kind of roll that up all into not only a software that makes doing business easier, but also a program that, we help execute that has made growing their business easier. And so like the biggest thing that I've been seeing is the people that are working the system is yielding results. Like they're getting results from working through the system, from the accountability that we provide as coaches and the guidance that we provide as coaches. I'm seeing people win. So, that's one of my favorite parts about this is to see people grow, see people win, see people close business.
Perfect. I love that. Now, Brandon, I see you sharp right now. You like clean with a K, right?
My boy out there.
I see you. I see you out there. You're out and about. So tell us about your experience with the 1010 program with the clients that you've been working with, and how the same question that I asked Tony, how do you think that it's been going so far, and how do you think anybody that's on the outside looking in, how it can benefit them?
Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Out here in these streets prospecting myself, but yeah, man, the 1010 program. I think what's special about it is we meet people where they are, right? Um, I don't know if from our perspective when we have these conversations, if they are high level or if we are more so entry level. But I would love to know, like, some of our discussions, are they really, hitting home for some people? More so the listeners, not necessarily the people who are a part of the program. And I ask that because we have people from all walks of life, people from different ethnicities, people from different backgrounds that we have on this program. So, and I just thought about something the other day. I was like, man, I wonder if people think that they have to be at a certain level, to be a part of this program, or they have to, or maybe they feel like they are at a level that where we can't help them. Maybe they're at like 40, 50, 60 grand a month and feel like, we can't help them. But um, as we continue to roll this program out and get better, um, I'm learning that, man, this program is for anyone. It's for, it don't matter, if you're black, white, if you just started, if you ain't even got your LLC yet, and you want to get off to a fast start, I feel like this program could help as well. And even somebody who has some skin in the game and got accounts, got contracts, we could help that way as well. So it's really a program that, man, where we do a lot of the heavy lifting, and it's the coaching piece that's really special because you get an actual coach, right? And I think I've said this, like last year sometime. Even professionals, you got a professional athlete, they still have coaches, right? They've been studying their craft since they were kids, and now you make it to the pro level, you still have a coach, right? You still have a coach. So and I think, Andrew, you hit it on the head too, last week when we had the discussion. Even AJ has a coach, the three of us, we have coaches, and it's just holding each other accountable. So I see that the program does do that. We will hold you accountable. We will meet you where you are. It doesn't matter what your revenue is. We're not looking at that. We're looking at your heart. We're looking at your integrity. We're looking at your work ethic. And if you are going to follow the play, we drop the play, you just follow the play, and everybody wins. So um, that's I land there. That's my 2 cents.
Bravo, bravo. I love those responses, and the responses are so authentic. I feel, with they a lot of people may not interact and kind of, know you guys the way that I do, and I see what you bring to the table more than a lot of other people may see because I have access to you. But what I want everybody to understand, and kind of my experience with the 1010 program, is that every one of the coaches that are here aren't people, we're people that have achieved some things when it comes to the cleaning business and other areas of of life and stuff like that. But like Brandon said, we're going to meet you where you are. We're going to definitely help you out. My thought process is, and has always been, that no matter what I've achieved, it's not success until I help somebody else, or I bring somebody else along and show them this is possible. You can do it too. And I think that's what the 1010 program brings. It gives you, that level of accountability. It gives you that, that level of somebody you can reach out to and talk to and kind of bounce ideas off of. We can steer you in the right direction. We can give you the blueprints. We can give you, the floor plan of what you need to do. And all you have to do is follow it, and then if it doesn't necessarily work the way that, everybody kind of envision it to working, we're going to adjust it. We're going to adapt to the environment. We're going to adapt to what, where you are and what needs to happen in reference to what you're trying to do. And we just try to get you there. And so far, everybody that I've worked with has been doing really, really well. I hear about the other people that are members of the 1010 program. Everybody's doing well. So definitely, guys, you guys give yourselves a pat on the back for what you bring to the table, and for AJ for bringing us on, to kind of help, steer, a lot of people in the right direction. So hopefully, people will be, people want to inquire about it, want to learn more about it. This is where you ask those questions. Go to 1010program.com. And when you go there, and matter of fact, what I'll do is later on, as we're discussing, I'll actually go to the website and kind of show you what's on there so you can kind of navigate through it. Sometimes it may be a little I don't know, nervous, intimidating, and stuff like that. But everybody anybody that's successful has a coach, in my opinion, right? You don't know what you don't know, and somebody with a different perspective could definitely help you out. So definitely, guys. We do have a comment from looks like it's from Corin J, and it says, "Thank you, guys. I and DJ the Boss love your vids too." And it looks like it says, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but I literally just watched your interview the other day. Will be subbing. I love seeing our people and others succeeding. Blessings. That's awesome. That's an awesome comment. We appreciate you watching and everybody else that's watching. So do me a favor, guys. If you're watching and you have a question, anything about the 1010 program and how it can help you and benefit you, you have the coaches right here. You can ask them anything you want to. It can be specific to the 1010 program or something specific to your business that we would share in the 1010 program. So definitely have your questions. And it looks like we have some more comments. So I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. And then if you guys have anything specifically you want to kind of talk about, or you want to make a topic, then let's do that, and we'll just go from there. We have, look like it says Anastasia. Yeah, let's Q&A. Let's do it. It says awesome. And we also have, it look like it says KJIS Best says, let's scroll down a little bit. All right, there we go. How would someone who works 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday navigate being in the 1010 program and starting a cleaning business? Okay, I'll let anybody that want to jump in. I do have somebody that's in my 1010, who I coach, but I'll let you guys kind of step in first, and then I'll kind of add anything that, well, I probably won't add anything because you all guys always say everything that needs to be said anyway. But
no, definitely, man. I think that is possible, for sure. Just got to be a steward of your time. Just even going back to the old videos, man, that AJ used to drop out, about stewarding your time. So, you work 7 to 5. I highly doubt that that's a 7 to 5 straight through, and it very well may be. But there is time in there, I believe, that you would be able to, squeak in, an hour to prospect, an hour to, make phone calls, an hour to, do different things. And then Monday through Thursday, hey, we take meetings on Fridays as well. Whatever is going to work, because the meetings are usually bi-weekly for most people. So you would still be able to, get with your coach at least, once every 2 weeks. But navigating it through the automations that get set up, there's going to be a lot of things that you can do that you don't necessarily have to be hands-on on your computer in that moment, because of the automations that Sherman Lewis has set up, that you get packaged up and delivered to you. Get your CRM set up, spend your time and to fill up that pipeline, as Brandon said, keep stuff in that pipe. And then, you can let the system work itself and then plug in your activities and your actions, where you can see them fit throughout the day, because it doesn't take a whole lot of time throughout the day, to do the things you need to do. It just it requires you to be very intentional with your time, because we all have the same amount of time. It's just about how intentional you are with that time.
Awesome. Brandon, you got anything to say on that?
T hit it on the head, man. Just being a good steward of your time. And also just remembering the big picture. And just asking yourself, how bad do I want it? Right. And can you get what you desire to have at the role that you currently have at your job? Will that get you to your whatever success is to you, or whatever tangible item you want to have? Can you achieve that where you're at? And if the answer is no, then you need to start shifting some things around and, going after your dreams. But with that schedule, 7 to 5, um, I would schedule my meetings my walkthrough meetings, possibly for after 5, or if you have a lunch break, I would start in places that are around my job. That way you could just take a quick lunch break, go dip, do a walkthrough, come back, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. Or, when you're setting up your meetings, good thing is the 1010 program, it comes with a whole call center that will work on your behalf. So while you're at work, they could be setting up your appointments for you. Um, and I don't know if it's a possibility to schedule those meetings for after you get off of work, and you could use the talk track that, like, hey, we do most of our meetings after 5. That's when most offices and facilities are empty. We're not in their way, they're not in our way, and we could conduct a quick walkthrough of the facility, doing a facility assessment after hours, right? And if they're interested, they'll allow you to come. So you can just throw something out there like, hey, if you got somebody that could stay behind after 5, maybe 15 minutes, and we can knock that out, that'll be cool. So, but it's possible, right? It's possible. So
And
that's all I got.
something else I want to add to that, is the fact that you have a 9 to 5 or a 7 to 5, man. I feel like that can be a motivator. My stance, earlier years prior used to be like, man, go ahead and quit that job and just go all in. But use that as a motivator, man. When you clock out from that job, go ahead and clock into this one. Building your systems out, building your prospecting list, man, getting your game plan and stuff like that together, and let that not only motivate you, to go harder at this and be more intentional with your time, but also use the resources from that job. And by resources, I don't just mean your paycheck. You got other people in that building that you work with. If you work with a corporation, there's probably other buildings or other, things within that network. So, making sure that you're being a good steward of not only your time, but your resources, your reputation, how you show up to that job, not showing up as the grumpy person and, late all the time, bad attitude, don't do a good job. Because when it's time to exit, like one of my things is you exit with honor. Like, you want to make sure when you leaving that job, hey, hey, I did my best while I was here, because you never know, that person might, they cleaner might fall out, or they might decide that they want a program, a cleaner program put in place, and you want them to be able to think of you, and not think of you as the person that was always late, always lazy, or whatever like that. Pulling up to the job, music blasting, smoke coming out the car, like, all that kind of stuff. Not saying that's the case, but remember that your reputation is a resource as well.
Hey, Tone, what you say? If you know, you know.
Right, straight up.
And there he is, AJ. Now that you're here, won't you tell them who you are and what you're all about, and the 1010 program, how it has affected? Well, let's put it this way: like I was telling them, how beneficial has been to the people that are in the 1010 program.
Well, thank you first off for welcoming me in. Thank you, because I didn't know how to jump in, because y'all.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Y'all so great. I was like, I don't even know. Like, I really shouldn't even be here. Why am I here? So, but honestly, so I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Business Network. As far as the 1010 goes, man, I think number one, they can tell us better than anybody, right? The people who are in it can tell us better. But I think so far what I'm seeing, and shout out to Bill, we should probably bring Bill on here sometime, actually, now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as it goes, what I'm seeing so far is people just need this. They need us to really like dive into them one-on-one more. They need that interaction. They need us to just pour into them directly. Everybody, I always be like, you're not special. I got certain videos like, you're not that special. We all going through shit, right? But at the very same time, you are. So it's like, everybody wants their own individual connection. So it's like, we pretty much just, that's what the 1010 program is about. It's like, we get to build with them one-on-one and give them that individual connection that they need. And so that's what I'm getting. Is like, you know what? Let's slow it down. Let's tailor it directly to them. Like, Sherman, you actually with Dennis, shout out to Dennis and Maria.
Mhm.
We actually were able to dive into their finances. And a lot of people are shy about sharing their finances, right? But they actually they opened up completely and they shared it with us, and we was able to show them a way to get them out of the field immediately. And it's like, but that's what it takes. A lot of times people want blanket advice to fix their whole life. I do my best to do that, but at the very same time, it's like, well, I really can't help you the way I'm supposed to help you if I don't know everything about you, or at least enough information, at least the money, right? So it's like, but they was open enough to share that with us, and so we were able to help them faster. They showed us the business side, they showed us the personal side, and they was able to help them get out of the field. So, but anyway, here I am. Here I go already. Right, here I go already, ready to dive into it. What we got going on? I see my people here. Shout out to goddamn Sherman Lewis is here. My guy Tony Williams is here. Mr. Oil himself, always dapper. He the flyest person in CBN. Gotta watch yourself.
That's stupid, man. Stop
it. So what we got going on? My bad. I apologize for my tardiness. What we got going on?
And we just going through these questions now, man. We talked about the benefits of the program, and my favorite part. Let's keep it going. Let's keep getting to it.
Okay, bet. Let's go. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. So KJ Besson, I think we already answered this with everybody's input. Also, is it still realistic to get $10,000 a month in revenue in 10 months with that type of schedule? Absolutely. It all depends on you. We can provide the information, we can provide the guidance and kind of the direction, but what it looked like. What Tony used to always say is, what's your why? Why are you doing it? And that why is going to be what the catalyst and the motivator that's going to get you to the point where it really doesn't matter how much time you have. You're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. Right. All right. So let's go on and it looks like Tony and AJ dropped off and they should be back shortly. So we're going to go to some more of these questions.
I'm here.
Oh, you're back? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew,
yes.
Can we expound on that question a little bit more? I'm burning up right now.
Yeah, I was trying to hold back. Yeah, no, go ahead, make it happen.
So let's can we sit there for a second?
Come on.
So is it possible for somebody to still make $10,000 in 10 months?
That's why I turned my camera off, because I was trying not to.
And I know we want to. Man, listen. So people live at their jobs. People stay at. Yeah, I'll use that term. Some people do live at their jobs.
Talk that shit.
At their job than they do with their family, than they do anything else. Spend majority of their day at their job. You got some people who work for a job for 40 years plus. When you retire, they give you a watch and they give you a party in the break room and get you some little balloons. Thank you very much for 40 years of your motherfucking life. Right? Excuse the curse, and I apologize, but that question burned me up a little bit. So you asked the question, is it still possible for 10 months? Can I get $10,000? It's accounts out there that's $10,000 by themselves. You just got to do the work and find those accounts. You just got to do the work. It's accounts that's $5,000 a month. You just got to do the work and uncover those accounts and start prospecting after higher, in-market accounts that will want 5 days a week cleaning, that will want extra services. This guy's on Facebook killing floor care, just killing floor care, getting $3,000 and $4,000 just for floor care, right? Yeah. So it's just like, what's more important? And I go back to what I said at first, like, what that end goal that I have in my head, paint that picture of the life that you desire to have. How long would it take for me to get that life at my job? Calculate it, right? Then on the other side of that sheet of paper, how long is the possibility? What are the possibilities of me reaching that goal within my business, even in the 10-10 program, right? The thing is, you have no control over this side of the sheet with the job. Who got the control over you at the job? Your job does. They tell you when to come in, when to come out. You got to ask for PTO to take take time off to spend time with your kids. You got to work so many hours before you accumulate PTO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over here, it's going to be a lot more work, right? But if you use that same work ethic, work your business like a job until it pays you like a business, and put it over here, you have control. You have full control over how much you can make, how many contracts you want to close, how many people do you want to go talk to. So it's totally controllable over here as long as you control the things that you can control, which is your activity, doing your numbers, like Tony Williams said, your IPAs, your income producing activities. Do I have the grit to cold call people, even though I don't like cold calling? And I just seen somebody on a Facebook post said cold calling don't work. Do I have the grit to keep going when I'm tired? Do I have the grit to keep going when people say you doing that cleaning thing or how you doing that? Right. So it's not a
Your
question
little
of,
business.
it's not right, your little cleaning business, you still cleaning houses, right? So it's not a question. I would reframe that question from, is it still possible to accumulate $10,000 a month in 10 months? I would reframe that to, what are the things that I need to do to get there? Because it's definitely possible. Right? When I rebuilt my company, I went over $10,000 in way less than 10 months. When I failed the first time, right?
Yeah.
So it was way less. I was in the right mentality. I was pissed off. So you got to be fired up about something. Something in your life got to piss you off so bad that you say, damn it, there's nothing that's going to stop me from getting this. I don't know what that thing is, but you got to find that something that's going to piss you off so bad. For me, mine was my job and somebody else in my life who told me I wasn't shit. That fired me up so goddamn fast. And then I found an accountability partner and Antonio Williams. A lot of y'all know this. When Tone, we had a talk, I said, goddamn, if Tone and CBN and this motherfucker had 15 grand a month, damn it, Tone, I'm coming for you. And it wasn't no like, no, B, there was no, Tone helped me, right? I called Tone, hey, this is what I have. What do I do in this situation? Right? And we both were in CBN. Never met Tony at that time. Never even met the guy. Gave me a whole wealth of knowledge and changed my life, right? We met through AJ Simmons. I think at that time, I don't even think I met AJ at that time, right? But dude, get that mindset right. It's all up here. You can do whatever you want, man, if you want it bad enough. So, and if you act mad enough, you can get whatever you want. It's out there. I swear to God it is. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know, I love when you go. See, because sometimes he acts so smooth. And I'm
sorry, y'all.
Sometimes you gotta show their ass where the fuck you from. Like that's all I ask. Show these motherfuckers.
He went in.
And B said in there, man, about something like pissing you off. Just taking a piggybacking off of that from a different angle, man. Jim Rohn, he says, you know, people change off of two things: inspiration or desperation. So you either inspired by something that you see that be like, I want to go get that, or you get so tired of what it is that you're dealing with that you realize, bruh, something got to change, and I'm desperate for that change. So figure out which category you fall into. Are you inspired by what you see going on around you, by the influx in entrepreneurs, like, you know, that type of thing? Or like when you pull into that parking lot to that job, is it like, bruh, again, like I'm here again, like I'm back here again, I'm back here again. Like, you know, and you start, you know, internalizing that stuff, and not just internalizing it just to sit on it and sit with it and sulk and be super either upset about your situation or super internally inspired. Man, let those feelings like incite action, like start to do something about it. Like, and I think kind of best step right now, man, would be clicking that link, reaching out, having a discovery call, and really seeing is 1010 right for you? Because all these questions that you have, man, like I 100% guarantee you that we can frame them for you to say, hey, either yes right now or no right now. Like, but go ahead and get your call signed up, man, so we can help you walk through this to see if right now is the right time. You know, I think I know the answer. But let us help you find that answer.
Like I said, why am I here? Why am I here? When these boys kicking like this, what am I doing here? Why am I even here? What we got? You driving the show, Sherman. What we got going on?
All right, let's roll. Let's roll. We got another comment. I love that one. I love when Brandon goes in like that. All right, so Miss Vantressa Nichols, she says, "Hi, fellas. Does the 10-10 program teach you how to automate?" Yes and no, right? To a point. Not as it would in the automations program, but like my team, the people that, and I don't want to do that, but anyway, let's put it this way. Yes, it does to a point, but the 10-10 program is specific to your needs and it will guide you. So if systems and automations is what you need, you're either going to be paired with someone that is good at that.
You're going to be paired with him. You're going to be paired with him. If you
I was trying to avoid that.
You're going to be paired with him.
But yes, as a matter of fact, and I'll put this out there. My team yesterday that I was talking to, they were having an issue and they're thinking about VAs and stuff like that, which is something that I do a lot. And I was telling them how, I created a system to train VAs for cleaning business owners, but it's not something that I put out for other people. But I told them, since they're in the 10-10 program and they're my people, hey, I'm going to give you my training for your VAs. So now if you want to go further than that, that's something different, but I can give you my training. I'm not selling it to you. I'm going to just give it to you because one, it's going to help me and it's going to help them. It's going to help me to see if that's something I can maybe later on down the road, hey, let me put this out there for other people. But it's going to help. It's going to help you because it's going to help you kind of, learn how to train because they don't know how to handle or how to deal with the CRM. They don't know how to maneuver it. They don't know how to do any of the things that they're going to need in order for that to work. So I was like, I'll just give it to you. You let me know if it works. So yes, we will.
By the way, I just figured out a solution to what we were talking about yesterday in that moment. Remind me to tell you after this.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's go to the next statement. Let's see. We already got that one. We have, looks like it says, okay, well, I won't move. Did it show up? There it is. Nope, that's not it. For some reason, this is, boom, there we go. There was something over and I couldn't click on it. It says, all around everything says, happy Friday, fam. Checking in from Texas. What's going on? What's going on? All right. And also,
raining down in Texas.
Yeah, you were just down there. All right, K. He said thank you. All right, I think I see. I'm assuming. I'm sorry. KJIS Best says thank you. I don't know if it's he or she. Hey, this is looks like it says. I don't see how you read all these names, man. So, yeah, okay. So this person says,
well done.
They wanted to know what's the difference between your automations course and lead generation course. All right, that's specifically to you. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, they weren't talking to me, won't they? I was hoping you. Yeah. All right. Fuck it. Here we go. All right. Well, the difference is automation is going to show you how to do it. Lead generation is going to do it for you.
Man, that was easy.
So you got to figure out what you want. Do you want to know how we doing what we're doing, or you want to just do it for you? If you want us to do it for you, cleanbizleads.com. If you want us to show you how to do it, cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. And if you want us to coach you and do everything above, 1010program.com.
All right, let's go. All right, so next one is from Melwill 9868. Says, hi there. I have business cards but have no LLC. Is it okay to start without an LLC? Oh, that's open to anybody.
Yes.
Just get started.
There you go.
Let's go. You know, like when you get that traction or whatever, there's nothing illegal about putting an idea out there. So, this is an idea you have for your business. You go ahead and start moving it and working it. And once you get that first client or whatever, then, make it official. Like it's nothing wrong with that. Like we teach, go ahead and get legal. But hey, man, if you already got your business cards and you're already rolling, don't let, a certificate, with the state stop you from getting the business out there. You know, now when it's time to do work, you know, you wanna go ahead and start getting your legal stuff in place. But if you ain't got no customers or nothing like that, you know, I'm going to tell you on here to keep moving, you know, and then when that time comes, then, you know, start up.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's go on to the next one. I think this is KJ's best again, I guess, responding. Guess my motivator and my cash flow engine to invest into the business. Okay. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Millwell. All right. Awesome. Exactly. All right. KJ is best again says, what are some recommended ways to leverage your local library for conducting market research and competitive analysis? Why does it sound like that? We answered that question. Was that
so Ms. Karen mentioned that yesterday on my live.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to move past that question. I think you should talk to the library, and we're going to move on from there. You hit it in the right direction. That's all I can say on that.
Good stuff. All right. Anastasia says, man, the Lord told me to start. I believe it's time. Absolutely. Don't let him tell you
to do it. Just do it. Don't wait. Like, you know, don't wait for some big neon sign. You know, sometimes it's those small things that you're going to see, and that's going to nudge you right towards the door. So, you know, if you believe and you believe he's really talking to you, don't just understand that he's not going to lie to you or let you down. So go ahead and move on it, because now is the time.
Yeah. Or steer you in the wrong direction.
By the way, you know, I just thought about something too. Miss Karen is in the automation program. Never mind. I'm thinking out loud. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Miss Karen or Van Tressen?
No, Miss Karen she was definitely an OG for the automation program.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
She don't got the updates. She has them. Everybody got them, but she don't follow them. But I'm thinking, you know what? That's why she said it, because she anyway.
Gotcha. I understand. Okay. All right. Get wisdom at any cost says, hello, everyone. What's going on? Hello. We appreciate you. And just so you know, guys, down at the bottom below, it says grow your glow by 10,000 per month. Visit 1010program.com. Go to the website, look at it. He has a video on there, step by step. It gives you step one on the how-to video, what the 1010 program is. This is a time for you to ask your questions. But when you go to that 1010 program site, you may have more questions. Come back. We'll be back here next week at 1 o'clock Eastern time, doing Q&As for, to talk about the 1010 program. So definitely go to the website, check it out. Click on the step, watch the video. Then the next step is get started. You click on that button, and then in no time, you'll be talking to one of your coaches. All right, so let's go on with more of the comments. It says he is going in for real. Oh, they were talking about Brandon. Well, actually, that was me. I did that. I put that when Brandon was going in, I forgot I did it. Looked like he was sweating and everything, boy. He was hot.
Definitely was cooking. He definitely was cooking.
All right,
shout out to Chicago, goddammit.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the next comment. Looks like it says Sean DeAndre Stark says facts. Okay, try to go through these as quickly as possible because we're getting around the 15-minute mark. Okay, Anastasia says she's ready. Good, let's go.
Book the call. Book the call.
Book it. Sounds good. There we go. 1010program.com. Like I said, it's scrolling down at the bottom, but go to the link. Let's see, more questions. Here's another one from Anastasia. Can we upgrade from one membership to another?
Of course
AJ, you talk about that.
Of course you can. You can do whatever you want to do. It's a free country, and I move in freedom. That's what we are entrepreneurs for. Absolutely, you can.
Awesome. All right, Sean has a long one. Said, hey guys, I've been in business for about 2 years now. I failed with my first client. Since then, I've been thriving. When I told myself I wouldn't quit again. I have one question. Do you guys think I should put my business on my social media, like on my Facebook page?
Yes. For me, yes.
Yes.
100%. I think, all right, let me read it again. My bad. So, fuck it, I'm jumping in. Here we go. So, hey guys, I failed my first client. Since then, I've been thriving. when I told myself I wouldn't quit again, I have one question. Do you think I should quit? Yes. But here's the thing though. How is your social media page? Because if you on there, all right, well, I should say it a better way. Hold on. Let me call you back on live. I'm gonna say it a better way. You got to decide who you're gonna be. So, do you want to be a business person or not? Because if you put it on there, that's who you are. You can't put that on there and then think you're gonna turn around and post some bullshit after that. If you're gonna bring them in on this level, then you got to keep it there. Now, I violate that rule lots of times. Don't follow me, but I do B2C now, so I can get away with it a little bit smoother. B2B though, no. You got to make your decision. If that's what you're gonna do, then do that. All right. So if you're gonna put it on your personal page, put it on there. But if you want to create a business page, then create a business page and keep that shit business. And that's what it is. But regardless, if you think it's gonna bring you business, put it on there. Like anything marketing questions, like I always tell you, anything marketing, my answer is yes. Yes. Do it. Whatever it takes to get you more business, do it. Yes, that's my answer.
Good. Tony and Brandon, y'all got anything else on that? No.
He hit it on the head. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So next comment, All Green Solutions LLC say, "What's up, CB and family? All Green Solution in the house, VA. Stand up. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Shout out to Virginia.
Yeah. All right. So Well Done TV. Looks like it's a TV. Yeah. So Well Done TV says, good info. Thanks, guys. And Assured Comfort Clean says, oh, that burns me up. You still got your little business. It ain't nothing. Little over here. We making money.
That's the shit Tony was talking about earlier.
Yeah. That's
real.
awesome. Facts.
Yeah.
All Green Solution. I currently service multiple locations for a national account. What's the most effective way to position myself for expansion, internal referrals, vendor portals, or partnering? Oh, okay.
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, because I'm still formulating my response.
Okay.
I just feel like it depends on which direction you want to go. Like, do you want to continue to work with that partner? Like, do you want to continue to grow your business as a sub? If you do, there are multiple avenues, within the industry and outside of the industry to continue to do that. But internal referrals while you're working in the national account is kind of hard because they have those things locked up, like, and most of the time those pricing, you can't really touch them like that. But, you can use that as experience so that you can say, hey, we've serviced this type of client before. We've done this type of business before. We have a game plan for operating in this type of facility as you pursue other clients. But, if that plan works for you to continue to grow as a subcontractor, like, lean into it, talk to the people with the business, how, hey, how can I get more work with y'all, or whatever it may be, because we have a couple subcontractors that we are their primary source of business. They don't really get any accounts outside of us, like, and they're fine with that. So, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about how you want your business set up, because remember, it's your business. Like, it ain't nobody can tell you, hey, that's wrong, because it's yours. If it works for you and you making money and you comfortable and you good, then keep it rolling. Like, everybody don't have to go out and get their own accounts. Like, that's just not how the game's set up. Like, there's people out there that's all they do is try to find solid people that they can work with, and they flood them with work. Like, you can get to $1 million just subcontracting. So, just understand that which avenue and how you want your business to look down the line.
All right, I don't have nothing else after that.
Yeah, T. Yeah,
Nailed it.
you hit it on the
You hit
head.
the nail on the
Yeah,
head.
hit every point. Every point.
Yeah. Okay, so Josh Bays says, "Great work, fellas. I purchased a phone number through the CRM. Awesome. Issue I have is when I go to answer the call, it asks if I want to accept. It prompts me to press 1 in order to accept. It's in your so specifically.
you see the
Yeah, go ahead.
context. He added one more. No. He added one more thing. I want to make sure you consider that part too. This part.
Okay, so you want to go there first? All right.
I think you can probably do it better than me.
Okay, but call drops and unable to answer. Any help, I appreciate it. So it's in the settings. If you go in your call settings, you actually select how it's going to answer. And I think what you selected is, I think it says contact. It says contact or something like that. And what that means is whenever somebody calls you, you know, like when you call people, you have to press 1 to get to this person, 2 to get to that person, or even 1 to connect to that person. You have to take that off. And I would have to go in and look at it and kind of send it to you. Exactly.
I think it's called the call connect feature. I think
call connect. That's what it is. Take that off. Just take it off. It'll stop doing that.
Yep.
So
the only reason that's there is because it's like some people need a warning to know it's a business call coming in. It's just like Google Voice. A lot of people know about Google Voice. Same thing. It's like you just want a warning so you can know to put your business voice on. That's all.
All right. Okay. Is that the last one? Looks like the last question. I can't see the other. I can't see like Instagram.
All right, I'm gonna check the other platforms real quick. Let's see. Instagram, we good on Instagram. Shout out to y'all. And then Facebook, I got on my phone. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay, we good from Facebook. I see a lot of the people from Facebook came over here anyway. So
Good.
I guess final words from everybody. Oh, wait, we got one more.
Do we cover it? We talk about it. I mean, I don't really get into ads. I don't do a whole lot of ads personally. So, and if any of you guys do ads, then you can talk on it more than I can.
I think Tone got a little insight on that.
Yeah, you know, I got a guy. So ads was very successful for us, man. You also want to make sure, especially early on, that's not the lifeblood of your business. So as far as touching on that in the 1010 program, yes, we do touch on it, but we don't lean on that, because what our focus is most of the time in the 1010 program is getting your activities down, like controlling the controllables. So ads, they take a while. There's quite a bit of a learning curve there, as far as getting them dialed in to exactly, fit to your niche. Like how your website is formatted. Like, yes, you can have a good ad, but if your website's trash and it's not helping with the ad, like it is, you can be running ads and just burning through bread. Like, so my thing is I don't necessarily hit on ads a whole lot with my 1010 clients, because I focus on the controllables, the things that they can absolutely control every day. And then in your off time, learn more about ads. As you get to that 10 grand, as you get to that 20 grand, hire somebody else, to do your ads that is, proficient in that. Because, sometimes, and if y'all can't tell, man, I love Jim Rohn, Les Brown, them my guys. But one of the things he says is like, man, get it covered. Like, instead of learning something completely new or whatever, that's going to take a whole bunch of time, when what you're doing and what you're already good at is producing. If you want to add something, you don't necessarily got to learn how to do it. Like, I don't need to learn how to be a landscaper or a pool cleaner or nothing like that, because I can get that covered. And it's the same thing with different things in your business. Like, you don't necessarily have to learn ads, but when you see that that's a play that you want to run, there are people out there that do it very well. And, even though it might seem like, oh man, I don't want to pay this person $2 grand, $3 grand or whatever like that. But when that $2 grand or $3 grand that you paying is generating you, 30, 40, 50K a month, in business, it starts to make a little more sense, and you're able to stay focused on what you're doing. Like you right now, you have a job, like, so staying focused on the things that you can control while you're at that job, like, you know, being able to, like I said, use those resources from that job. You may be able to hire somebody to run your ads, but just understand it's a lot more than just putting up an ad on Google or putting up an ad on Facebook. Like, there's a science to it, and just be careful, because there's a lot of people out there selling snake oil. Yeah, we know how to run ads and stuff like that, and you drop a whole bunch of bread and you don't see no results. So just be careful. But in the beginning, like, I'm heavy on the control what you can control.
Thanks. So one more comment before we start to kind of close it out, because we're reaching the 2:00 time, but I'm gonna put that one up there because it's a little nudge. It says, AJ, bring back the conference this year.
2 words. Make me. Make me. If y'all make me, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all push me enough, it can happen. But I'm dead set on 27 though. I will get one final one for real in 27. I think I might do it.
Awesome. Y'all heard it here first. All right, so let's kind of close this out. Unless you guys got something else y'all want to kind of chat about. We are at 1:58. We want to kind of keep this at within the time frame that we kind of schedule, because we know you guys got a lot going on. And I gotta go take my mom grocery shopping. So
yeah, Maya's blowing me up, trying to get me to get them out of school early. I'm over here giggling, looking at my phone when she texting me.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it off and I'm gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna say I'm Sherman Lewis. You can reach me at Sherman Lewis Official. Also, you can reach me in Clean Biz Network, the 1010 program, and automations if you want to reach out to me.
Had to do it.
Anybody next? Go ahead.
I'm Tony Williams, man. Tap in on my website, man, TonyWilliamsOfficial.com. You know, I'm really leaning into the leadership development space, you know, definitely helping, you know, bring the most out of everybody, man. Like, because as a business owner, you are a business leader. You lead your household, you know, you lead yourself. So tap in with your play.
I'm Brandon Orr. I can be found on Instagram at I am Brandon Orr. Man, just keep winning, keep pushing, keep plugging away. Turn the music off. Start listening to podcasts. As you heard earlier, Tone likes Jim Rome, Les Brown. Like, start to turn on, put something in your ears, and, you know, aspire to be the people that you desire to have the similar lifestyles to. So, but just keep pushing, keep plugging away, and remember, anything is possible if you have a burning desire to achieve that goal. So I'm Brandon Orr. I'm out.
Hey. And talk that shit more often. We love that.
Yep. Right.
More often. All right, and I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. They say I'm the Clean Business Goat, and I'm starting to believe them. So we are here every Friday.
Yes.
At what time? 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. Pull up on us. I think that we are the best of the best. Honestly, like, who gonna tell you the way that we telling you? Who gonna get to you straight up and down? Like, straight up. We honestly, genuinely mean it. We gonna talk to you in person the same way we talk to you on here. It is what it is. So this is the place to be. If y'all like glitz and glamour and all that extra, go find that. But if you want the real, you know where to find it. It's right here in CBN Clean Biz Network. That's what we got for y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Hit that like button, share this to somebody who need it, comment down below, and go to 1010program.com and choose who you want to work with, because we all here to help y'all. That's what we got.
Headed to the top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me.
What's up, y'all? I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. And the reason why I started the 1010 program is because I get it. Starting a business can be scary, it can be risky, and you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So with the 1010 program, I decided, you know what? Let's guarantee you success. Let's put you together with a one-on-one mentor. Let's give you unlimited leads, and let's guarantee you that you can get to at least 10 grand a month in contracts. So whether you're already in business or whether you haven't even got started yet, the 1010 program can work for you and assure you that you will grow at least by $10,000 per month in recurring commercial cleaning contracts. So if this sounds like something that you want to do, click that button below and go ahead and book a call with me. And listen, this is not like a franchise opportunity. These will be your accounts that you actually own, not some franchise middlemaning you. This is actually a guarantee. These will be your actual contracts. This will be your actual business, okay? So click the button below and schedule your call, and let's see if we're a right fit for each other.